Hello. Welcome back to the Shoe Snob unboxing videos series, One Take Wonders. Here we are back again with a brand we have yet to see on this channel. A brand that actually is very close to my heart, and a brand that kind of helped pave the way for me and my own career. Many of you who know my story might know which brand that is. You might even recognize the box. So let's dive right in. So the brand in question is Stefano Bemer. As you can see by the beautiful kind of burned engraved logo on the lovely wooden box, Stefano Bemer makes these beautiful boxes that I believe I've seen from other Japanese bespoke brands, but really I'm pretty sure they were the first. So Stefano had these boxes ever since I apprenticed with them back in 2009. Wow, 13 years ago. 2009. 8 I went to visit. In 2009 I started my apprenticeship. So for those of you that don't know, I did an apprenticeship at Stefano Bemer for a little under a year back in 2009 to 2010, learning how to make shoes by hand. The Stefano Bemer company has changed since then a lot. It was much smaller then. The Stefano Bemer, the man, actually passed away a few years after I apprenticed, sadly, at a very young age. And the brand was taken over by a gentleman, Tommaso Milani, who was a respected kind of leather craft businessman. He has a leather goods company as well. Took over the Stefano Bemer name and built the brand quite in reality to a more global scale, with showrooms in New York, showroom in Florence, a shoemaking school, lots of things under the Bemer brand now. And so here we are taking a look at the pairs. There's actually 3 different lines, so I'm going to do line by line in order of lowest price to highest price. So here we are starting off with what is called the Essenziale line, which is their kind of basic Goodyear welted line. So model 1340, E1340, E being for Essenziale. These are not my sizes, so unfortunately I did not get to try these. These are being used just for the sake of this video. But here you can see the very cool inscription. I've always loved this. I love that it's all kind of hand done. I love the burnt logo. I love the little shoe design. I've always thought this was super well done. And Stefano himself was a brilliant artist and designer with great vision, and it's no surprise that he was able to create such cool and unique presentation. So let's take a look, as there's more cool presentation to come. So you open the box, exquisite packaging, beautiful wrapping paper with the some might call it fleur de lis, but in Florence they call it the Fiorentina, which is the symbol of Florence. Also my favorite symbol in the world. So you can see all this kind of, heartfelt details here. Also why it was my calling to do my apprenticeship with Stefano Bemer. So beautiful, perfectly packaged tissue paper. Now let's take out the shoes. Now, being that this is their basic collection, you don't actually get any goodies. So nothing came with that. Now let's close this. Another thing that I've always loved about Stefano Bemer was the bags. This again has been an original idea of Stefano since way back when, where he would do, it was always like a heavy kind of flannel type tweed, heavy wool bags, non-branded, but branded I believe only in the drawstring. But I always love these bags just because I'm a sucker for nice tweeds. But they're durable, they protect the shoes, and they're very nice. So yeah, here's a closer look. Beautiful pattern, beautiful colors, beautiful stuff. All right, so let's take out the shoes. Now, full disclaimer, I borrowed these from the NYC showroom. I'm not sure if they've been tried or not. But yeah, just for the purpose of this video and sharing you with all the details. So, the Essenziale line is their basic Goodyear welted line. I say basic, but basic for them because everything else is a step up in quality. But the prices do start at $990, which is what this model, I believe, costs. The only price that I saw different was $1180, and that was for a pair of double monks. Double monks are usually more expensive for the excess leather, but also for the buckles, which you pay for. Anyway, so let's take a look. As a basic line, you have all the bells and whistles of a hand grade shoe. So this is their basic, but it's a hand grade for all intensive purposes. So you're getting the details of shoes that start usually $600, $700, $800. So what are those details? Well, first and foremost, a beautiful beveled waist. As you can see, let's just take a look at that model. It's a beautiful black penny loafer with the hand-stitched apron on a beautiful kind of soft chisel last. So, hand grade details. You have the beautiful beveled waist on the inside and outside, perfectly done with a nice strong bevel. You have very tight stitches per inch on the sole stitch on the welt there. You have the fudge wheel, which is perfectly executed. You actually have a pretty tight waist as well. So, you know, they took that in a good amount. You have a tiny little hump here. I wouldn't call this a fiddleback by any means, but it's a nice, just a very soft little hump. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nails in the toe to protect from this leather coming up. And you basically just have a perfectly executed welted, Goodyear welted shoe. Obviously, you also have a little heel detail with the little wheel that creates that little design. And they actually beveled the heel, which is interesting. Beveled the top line of the heel. So for those of you that don't know, beveled is just basically, what's the word? Softening of edges to take away that corner. So they beveled it on here, which is usually like a corner piece of leather wrapped around the heel, but they softened it with a slight bevel. And I don't recall ever seeing that elsewhere. I'm not sure why they did that, to be honest, but it's interesting. I guess what it does is help to kind of intensify the shape of the heel, of the actual heel here, which you see does have a very nice kind of like a spade-like shape. So, you know, you got where your heel's at its fattest point, and then it comes up to your Achilles, which is the thinnest point. And so, yeah, it does help to accentuate. Oh, fumble. It does help to accentuate that shape. So something unique that I've never actually seen, or I didn't notice, you know, maybe I've seen it just looking at shoes, but not in an unboxing video. Anyway, got a little rattled there with my fumble, but let's just take a look. I'm just gonna look for any visible flaws, which I doubt there'll be any. Beautiful leather. You can tell it's full grain. So there's no flaws anywhere. I didn't expect them. Again, it's rare to find them in shoes at these price points. Doesn't mean they can't exist, but especially Italian shoes, again, I've touched on this. Italian finishing is pretty flawless, so it's rare. That's one thing they pride themselves in, is flawless finishing. So yeah, got the Stefano Bemer name here and on the sole. Beautiful black penny loafers. Stefano Bemer is one of the players of the industry that's at the top. Great stuff. I have, you know, a profound respect for the brand, for the man Stefano Bemer, who really helped my career start, and gave me a lot of inspiration for design, for the appreciation of beauty, and a lot of knowledge about shoes and what makes them. So yeah, you know, I attribute to Stefano and my own brand. And you know, I will always be behind that brand and a fan of it, because I owe my everything to that start. And the new owner, Tomas, was a great guy. So we've linked up, and I'm gonna be showing all the shoes. So we'll do unboxing videos, up close detail videos of the 3 different lines, and you're gonna be more impressed as you see the, not to say these aren't impressive, but wait till you see the next lines coming. So yeah, Stefano Bemer, check them out. They're based here in New York, and they have their base in Florence. They also sell around the world at several other shops, so do check them out. Great shoes, perfectly executed, very beautiful, very classic. The Essenziale line is very basic, classic models. As you go up the ladder, you find far more unique models that really, you'll see, models that really play on creativity, and really you'll see why they inspired me to design what I design. Anyway, Stefano Bemer, great stuff. Keep it short and sweet, because in reality it's a very basic, beautiful, well executed shoe. Nothing bad to say. Hope you guys were able to see all the details here, see the elegance of that shoe. Definitely check them out, and do stay tuned for the up close detail video and more unboxing videos to come. Thank you very much for tuning in. I always appreciate you guys watching, sharing, commenting, supporting, and yes, wishing everybody a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.